The Ameo was Volkswagen's first made in India for India model and propelled its sales here despite it being a late entrant to the subcompact sedan segment.
So in the 2 years of its lifetime, the Ameo got a bunch of special updates. It also got special edition models coming their way. This one is a bit more special, and that is because of what's under the hood. It's a 999cc petrol engine which replaces the 1.2-litre MPI from earlier. So we are going to talk about it later. However, in terms of proportions, nothing has changed. In terms of looks, nothing much has changed. Of course, some additional features inside, but this engine is going to play a bigger role in the company's strategy come 2020, when that strategy is actually going to pan out. So we look forward to driving this. We're really excited to get behind the wheel of the 1-litre Ameo.
The 1-litre engine on the Ameo is BS6 compliant, and the engine is also available in the Polo hatchback. So of course you want to know what it's to drive like, right?
So the engine might be downsized, but it's still a 3-cylinder engine, and that punches out 75 brake horsepower, which is the same as before. And there's 95 Newton meters of peak torque. That is 15 less than the one on the 1.2. Now the engine is supremely refined when you start it up, but once the revs build up, there is a bit of sound. I don't know if you can hear this, but just above 3,200 RPM, that sound creeps into the cabin. And it goes on till about 6,000 RPM. Not a strong mid-range as such, and you have to plan your overtakes way in advance, because this tries to play catch up. Yeah. That's the engine at 6,000 RPM. That's a lot of sound. It still needs that bit of refinement. Probably a turbo. Maybe we might be thinking far in advance here, but yes, I think Volkswagen should try and bring in a turbo with a 1-litre. They already have one, don't they?
It's always been a good car to drive too, as the suspension helps in dismissing those potholes with ease. 3-cylinder engines are inherently fuel efficient, and according to Volkswagen, the Ameo 1-litre offers 19.44 kilometers to the litre, which is up by almost 2 kilometers per litre from the previous engine.
Now the petrol is only available with a 5-speed automatic. Volkswagen has actually turned to the traditional way of gearboxes, because the reverse is now no more front and upward. Rather, it's the conventional right and backward. So that's a bit of change, but the shorter throws actually make it easier to drive even in stop-start traffic condition. However, it's that long travel of the clutch that really takes a toll on your left leg.
We got to drive the Highline Plus model, which comes with a center armrest up front, and it's a real pain when you're changing gears, because your elbow keeps hitting it every time you shift. The dual-tone theme of the cabin makes it look spacious, and the seats are extremely comfortable. Then there's the touchscreen infotainment system, which now comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. MirrorLink was always available on the Ameo. There's also a reverse camera and rain-sensing wipers. What's missing from the package is navigation. On the safety front, the Ameo gets ABS and dual airbags as standard equipment. Finally, the price. The 1-litre version of the Ameo is priced at 5,62,000 rupees and tops out at 7,57,000 rupees. And the prices remain unchanged from before. The base variant of the petrol Ameo is more expensive than most of its competitors, but the top-end Highline Plus variant undercuts the Hyundai Accent by 7,000 rupees and even the Maruti Suzuki Dzire by almost 20,000 rupees. While the Ameo has the least power amongst the petrol subcompact sedans, but it does not have an adverse impact on drivability. And yes, there's no denying that the car is a good value proposition.